Red Bull really does make the world go round. Believe me, at least it makes my world go round, because I can assure you that I wouldn't be standing up right now if not for it. And that's not really a paid endorsement as much as it is just an actual fact. As I am exhausted today, I did not sleep well, but it's okay. We've got a busy day regardless. I don't think really that really matters too much to my day. My day is going to come or go regardless. So let's just get in the tractor. I had this started up earlier, and I, like an idiot, turned it off. I was only in the house for about 5 minutes. I thought I would be in there a little longer, but then I started thinking about it. Let's just get going. Now I've got the mower here. I'm going to fold this up. We're going to take this over to the field over by the house. We are going to mow all of that up. And we've got a busy day today. I've got to talk to somebody about a baler. I actually just agreed to buy a baler on social media marketplace. So I have got to go over there and pick that up. It should already be paid for. It should already be in his account now. So everything is good there. I just got to go grab it. And actually, he's pretty local. He's right around the corner here. So I can go grab the baler later today. I've also got to get a windrower so that I can windrow all of this so that we're not in the field all day long wasting a ton of gas. But first, we've got to mow all of this, and this is gonna, I hope, be pretty thick. I think it probably is. It's been a while since it's been touched, but I don't know. Any hay is better than no hay, especially when I'm kind of just inheriting it. So I am going to leave it at that. I'm not going to wish for any more or any less. I'm just happy for what we have. And yeah, I don't really know who we're going to sell this hay to either, because I have not really looked into the buyers. I remember the UMRV, we could easily just go down to the livestock barn. And, well, that was until AgMax came through and bought everything. But I'm not really sure about the livestock barn here, so I will have to make a trip down there at some point and ask them if they are interested. We'll also have to go the old school route and just put up a flyer in the farm store, the farmer's market, things like that, and just see if somebody bites. But I do know that I need somewhere to store all of this as well, so I'm kind of hoping that I can just find a buyer immediately. The main objective here is really just to clear off the fields, but if we can make a couple bucks off of it, why not, right? Either way, I'm going to put this down and we are going to finish this up. Now with all of the mowing done, I'm very happy. I mean, I know that we're going to have to get a windrower out here and get these into nice swaths, but at the end of the day, I am very happy that we got all of that done. That's one less thing that we have to get done for the end of the day, and yeah, it's all about checking off that checklist, right? But either way, we are going to grab this and, or drive this, should I say, over to the garage. We'll park it up, and then we will continue on with our day. Like I said, we have got to talk to a guy to get the baler. We have got to get a windrower, and eventually at some point I think we're going to have to figure out how to market this hay, because we can do all of this. This is all nice and everything about making hay, but I don't have any animals to give it to, and I don't know anyone in town that needs it right now. I don't really know anybody in town, though, so to be fair, there's a lot to figure out, that's for sure. No shortage of things to do here on the farm. We are going to back all of this up. It's kind of a good security measure, too. No one's going to come out here, but even if they did, they'd have to get the mower out of the way if they wanted to seal the... Well, the emptiness is the only thing inside that garage, so... Hey, take it, I guess. But I am going to get inside the house. I'm going to grab the paperwork for the guy, and then we'll get over there and grab that baler. It's not exactly the order of operations here today, but it's something that I need to have done, and I don't want it to really interrupt it, because I think after I do the windrowing, I'm probably just going to want a beer, and I'm probably not going to want to go over to the guy's house, so let me get all of that together, and then we'll take a trip over there. All right, now in the tractor and going by the house right now. That's on the left, and Willie's is straight ahead. I said in the last one that I had a couple beers at Willie's, and that was not a lie. It's a great time over at Willie's, but we do not have the time for Willie's today, unfortunately. We have to go over and pick up a baler, which is where I'm headed right now. This guy is on the east side of town, and yes, I am also on the east side of town, but this guy is very, very far east of town, so I am going to be heading over there. I think we're going to have to head over I think he said he was just over the bridge, and then there is a right, so this is the bridge, obviously, and that might be him right down there, that house. Yeah, here's the turn right up here, so I'm really happy to get this baler. It's not the order of operations that I'd prefer today, but I know that he told me he was doing things later, and with the rain coming in 2 days, I don't want to get all of this out and then not have it baled up. So I would like to at least try to bale it up before it rains. Again, I'm not really going to have a lot of places to put it, but at the end of the day, it's hay, and we're going to try to keep it as dry as possible. Baling it up will make that a little bit more possible, but alright, here is his house. I guess I'm going to park over here because that baler right there was in the way, but that was the baler that we are going to buy, so let me go up and get out of here. Look at this view. This is a nice little place. Right on the river. That's nice. Okay, let me get up here and get him out here so that we can take this baler up. That is a nice baler. Man, oh man.
Hey there, you must be Herd.
Yes, sir. Nice to meet you.
Likewise. Let me just get my shoes on real quick here. But yeah, I didn't have to list that thing for too long before I got some bites, and I don't know, truth is I haven't even used it all that much. Well, the only time I really used it was to drag it here. I got it at an auction because I knew it was a good price, but then I just listed it on social media, and here we are. Yeah, I'm happy to let it go because mostly I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, well, believe it or not, me either. But I think one of us is going to have to learn. Either way, I know it was a good investment, and an unlikely one, I'm sure, for you, but a good one.
Oh, I've bought anything from rowboats to bulldozers and pretty much anything in between, I think. I'm really not missing too much. I don't know. I'm just trying to make some money is all.
Yeah, aren't we all?
Yes, sir. I'm always keeping my ear open. Sort of like a side business, you know? Anyway, you're pretty new to this area, aren't you?
Yeah, I've been here a few months. I work over at Quill, the paper company.
Oh, yeah, Quill. I worked there as a kid. Terrible place. I mean, no offense, but it was a terrible job.
Yeah, none taken. I absolutely agree with you. I don't know. That's why I'm trying to sell some hay over here, you know? Kind of supplement the hours that I need to work over there because you're right, it's not fun. Which reminds me, you know anybody that needs some hay?
Fresh out of people, unfortunately. I mean, I don't know much about farming, to be honest. Oh, I do remember, though, they're having jobs down at the farm store. You should check out that farm store. They got jobs for farmers, but Not really sure of the details. I just know that farmers go there and post kind of help wanted ads.
Oh, all right. Well, thanks. Yeah, I'll be sure to check that out. That's a good tip, actually.
I mean, I don't know what it is. I mean, could maybe just be a summer job at least, but who knows? But yeah, thanks again for buying this thing. I really do want to get it off my yard and really happy I could move it, so I look forward to driving by your farm and seeing those bales out.
Yeah, thanks, man. I mean, I look forward to getting them off and shipped out and getting paid for them, but
Yeah, I hear that. Well, thanks, Herd. Enjoy it.
all right. So we'll just back up to the baler now. We'll get that all hooked up, and then we will be out of here. And we'll just, I guess, put the baler over by the garage, not in the garage, because maybe in the garage, who knows? But I'm thinking that's where we may have to put the hay. Did not mean to rhyme there and realized I was going to mid-sentence. That was not good. But yeah, I mean, in all reality, we might have to put the hay in the garage, so I'm going to try to keep all of these things out. But let's hook this up and get on with it. All right, now everything is attached, and we are headed back to the farm. Like I said, I'm just going to drive this, put this over in the little triangle area that we didn't mow over at the garage. That way we can get it out of the way. But again, I needed to get this morning because he was going out of town, so I needed to make sure that I was able to get this, because in 2 days, like I say, it's going to rain, and I want to at least have these things baled up, maybe even put into the garage. But I'm not really going to, I'm hoping for it, okay? Let's just say that. I'm not really going to downright say that that's what we're going to do, but I'm hoping that that is what we're able to do. Now, I don't know the time schedule. I know that meteorologists are usually wrong, and that's the bad news for me, because it usually is wrong in the opposite way that we want it to go, right? Usually rains before, it doesn't hold off or something, so at least in my world. But anyway, we're going to drive up here and just drop this off, and then we are going to go get a windrower, because we got to go downtown to get that. We're going to lease it, obviously. We don't have a ton of money. We do have some money, we can buy it, but how much we're going to use it, I'm not really sure I want to commit to a full purchase yet, so we are just going to lease that equipment for right now. But yeah, we're just going to put this over here in the triangle on the other side of this garage, and right here will do. Sure, we didn't mow this up, we didn't get all the grass we could have, but I mean, really, I mean, we're doing pretty good with what we got. Okay, let me back this up, and I will pick this up in a minute. All right, now headed down to town, and we're gonna go to the store. We're gonna grab a windrower, and yeah, I'm gonna take the leasing option. That's the one that I can afford. The leasing option is the one that I will be able to manage financially, because I can't really see right now buying a windrower when we're only going to use it a few times a year, and especially now because we're not going to be using it until March again. Probably a little longer than that, but so we're going to take the leasing option that they have down at the store. I'm glad that they have it. That's not a thing that I see all over the place, especially with big farm equipment, but since we're able to lease this stuff, I'm going to take advantage of that. Now, I also have to go down here and talk to them about the help wanted ads. Now, that's very interesting to me, and I'm very interested in it. I want to take some of those ads and maybe get some money, and depending on how much money, I might be able to actually leave my job at Quill. Now, it's something that would really, really make me happy. Not because I hate the job, although I'm in love with it. It's more just I could spend more time farming, and I could spend more time actually building this farm, especially now that I have a little bit of money. Obviously, I'd rather have my grandfather, but the money is going to help the farm, and it's going to help me, I think, turn this property into something. Anyways, we're going to turn this off. We're going to get in there, and I will grab a windrower. Alright, now headed back to the farm with the windrower we've got behind us. We're dragging it. We're just about here. And now the fun begins, because now we're going to be able to windrow all of this up so that we're able to bale it soon. And I've already got the baler here, so now we're able to just get everything done and not go too many places. And that's good because we're actually racing against the clock. In 2 days, there will be some rain, and I don't want these swaths to be out here. I'd rather just get all of the hay maybe into that garage. I mean, I don't know if I can fit any of the equipment that I have, so maybe that will just be hay. All of this to be decided here, but I think that's probably what I'm going to do, is throw all that hay into that barn. Now we got this down. Going to turn it on, obviously. Let's make sure we're in the grass because I don't want to. There we go. Okay, now let's go take a trip around this field, and I'm really happy how big this field is. I think that we'll be able to get quite a few bales off of it, and that's really good for our bottom line. But I think that we can also expand our farm if we wanted. I haven't really thought about this much, but if we do have some animals, we could put them over here or put them over by the house. I mean, both fields are big enough to support it. This over here would be more supportive of cows, whereas the other side over by the house would be more supportive of sheep or something smaller like that, of course. But I don't know. I haven't really thought too much about what kind of animals I'm going to get. I'm probably going to wait until the spring anyway, so it will be a little bit of time here before animals get onto the farm. But that's okay because we've got a lot to do. We've got a lot of building that we have got to do, and we've got a lot of field work that we've got to do. So let's do it.